Now, in other news, pro-democracy activists are disrupting operations at several key metro stations at the start of the working week in Hong Kong. Let's just show you the scene live in Hong Kong, where we've been watching events at a particular metro station. It looks like one person there may be blocking the door. We have seen in past protests that is a tactic from protesters to stop the train from moving. Now, protesters are hoping to persuade commuters to observe their call for a city-wide strike, and their action follows a weekend of demonstrations and clashes with police as they try to block cross-harbour tunnels and paint out traffic lights. Well, the Hong Kong government has warned that any large-scale stoppage would be economically damaging, and a similar strike called last week went largely unheeded. Well, on Sunday, the government cautioned that protests were bringing the Chinese semi-autonomous territory to the brink of a very dangerous situation. Nick Beek reports. Achievement. Now, before we go, we just want to take you back to the live scene in Hong Kong, where we've been seeing people appear to be blocking the doors of the metro, of the train. Now, this has been part of ongoing protest action disrupting several key metro stations. It's the beginning of the working week in Hong Kong. It's Monday morning, and they've been hoping to persuade commuters to observe their call for a city-wide strike. And we've been seeing pictures of discussions being had on the metro. Different people appear to be blocking the doors so the trains can't leave the station. We've been seeing that ongoing activity, and of course it comes off the back of a weekend of demonstrations and clashes with police. So it looks like those protests are going to continue there in Hong Kong. Stay with us here on BBC News. Much more coming up. Let's just remind you of our top story, that the man accused of killing 20 people in a terrorist shooting in Texas has been charged with capital murder, which means he might face the death penalty if he's found guilty. Before we go, we just want to remind you of what's been happening in Hong Kong. The Hong Kong leader, Carrie Lam, has been speaking. There she is now. That's the live scene there. Of course, it's on a day of a lot of action that's planned by protesters in a general strike. Now, she has appealed for people to come together, and she says the protests are pushing the city to a very dangerous situation. We'll bring you the latest here on BBC News.